Hello everybody, welcome to Ageless Rock channel. We just went through 5 pyramids where some are believed to be tombs, and this video will continue with pyramid number 6. It is small in size compared to the other 5 pyramids, but if you wear your megalithic lens, you will know it is big in mystery. The biodiversity surrounding Tikal and pyramids of Tikal have one thing in common. They both will amaze you to the point where you will wonder where it all begins. This is where we all agree we are lost. City of ancient Tikal covers 16 square kilometers and we still know nothing. This ancient city with Pyramid 4 and Pyramid 6 measuring 1,932 meters apart from top to top on Google Earth shows that those who lived here were once more advanced than just Stone Age people. The picture of primitive Mayas living in hut but building stone pyramids with astronomical alignments is going to be a forever debate. The straight line passing Pyramid 5 at the stairs, as seen on Google Earth, is almost a ley line, which I find it interesting. I wish someone can do a proper study on these 3 pyramids with regards to ley line. All these 6 pyramids come with lots of questions without answer. That should be enough to make us wonder if Mayas actually built them. Pyramid 6 joined the Western world of archaeology in 1951 when Antonio Ortiz reported this pyramid to Institute of Anthropology and History. This pyramid has hieroglyphic inscriptions on the sides and back of the roof comb and therefore is also known as Temple of Inscriptions. This temple has an interesting zoomorphic mask which features the eyes and nose. Since this temple was not an easy thing to do even by today's standard, I would think it represents something very important since it is on the front facade which is facing west. But no one seems to know what is going on here, makes me a little suspicious about who constructed this pyramid. This site has yet to be fully excavated. There isn't a whole lot of information on this pyramid. This temple is said to have been discovered in 1951 by Guatemalan soldiers and subsequently visited by Antonio Tejeda, who is the director of the National Museum of Archaeology and Ethnology. Heinrich Berlin and Antonio Tejeda were the first to study this temple. That same year, Institute of Anthropology and History organized an expedition and found 4 pairs of stelae and altar at the base of this temple. According to Berlin, this temple is 17.85 meters wide. The temple is in such a ruinous state that even excavation is hard. The architectural concept is the same as the rest of the pyramids. It has a base, a truncated pyramid, a shrine, and a roof comb. The truncated pyramid itself is 11 meters high. Temple 6 has an odd interior design compared to the rest of the previous 5 temples, which is usually one entrance that leads into a room or a few rooms with one behind the other. The 3 doorways goes into a common hall which seems like 16 meters wide by only 1.5 meters deep based on the scale. Then it leads into another room behind it which seems like a narrow rectangular chamber that measures about 7 meters wide and a little over 1 meter deep. How is this space useful to any normal human beings? What did the king do with these small acrophobic spaces? The roof comb was stacked in such a way that it is 3 levels high and has 3 voids on the inside. The first level of the roof comb is mentioned as 7.1 meters high. With the measurements of a simple homemade illustration, This 28-meter tall pyramid with lots of inscriptions on the exterior of the roof comb is going to be a tough puzzle to crack. I added the base as an illustration as mentioned to having one and is consistent with the other 5 pyramids. Since the pyramid has 3 entrances, it is believed to be a palace rather than a temple. I think the possibility of a tomb is ruled out for now because there is no tunnel or hole to suspect that it was meant to be a funerary temple. I cannot see how this can be a palace. The amount of material and time used to make one room, one hall with 3 doorways is ridiculously disproportionate. The amount of stones can be used for many houses for villagers, but villagers would gladly stack it into a pile of pyramid we don't even know what it is for would not make sense. Based on Berlin's measurement in 1951, the temple is 17.85 meters wide. At the bottom of the pyramid, there is a large stucco mask. It seems to represent a zoomorphic deity. It is said that this temple was dedicated by King Yikin Chan Kawil in 735 AD. During the second phase of construction dated to around 766 AD, the temple was enlarged and adorned with the reliefs on the north and south facades. Scholars believe that the hieroglyphic inscriptions tell a mythical foundation as far back as 1139 BC. So we praise the Maya civilization for being able to remember this event, and the transfer of knowledge was executed flawlessly even without writing anything on wood or paper. Now the mystery deepens by a lot. When the Europeans arrived in 1500 AD, Mayas already lost all their knowledge about their own pyramid history. If it takes a few hundred years for the pyramids to be completely overtaken by nature, as what the early Europeans saw, that means they lost their memory almost immediately after completion. If I were to draw a graph showing the Mayas advancing toward a higher civilization, I can say they were at breakneck speed growing exponentially in construction technology, using stone tools while wearing fibers from nature. They liked to build pyramids for their kings but not houses for their own use. Then an unknown event happened just before the Europeans arrived. As a result of that event, they unanimously decided never to visit these pyramids ever again. Today, we are nearer to the day Maya abandoned their pyramids, which is about 1 millennium. Then they remember their legends and built a pyramid to remember it, which is about 2 millennia. What a strange event in history of human regression. In a simple conclusion, the ones who made these face masks were too awesome to be primitive at the same time. They had memory too awesome remembering stories for 2000 years to suffer civilization memory loss. In order to remove a civilization that lasted 2000 years, we'll need an event that cannot escape history. At this site, there is an interesting round object split in half with carvings on top which made little to no sense at all. I think the megalithic culture who made this is also responsible for the oval stone at Cehuiti archaeological site in Peru. It also has carvings that has yet to be deciphered if there is a hidden message or it was just an abstract art by Mayas. If this stone has weathered to this level of damage, then I think this site is much older than we can imagine. If this is unfinished and was carved with chisels, there should be chisel marks all over. Who knows? This could be the stone that holds the key to unlock the mystery surrounding Tikal. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this short presentation on Pyramid 6, known as Temple of Inscriptions, where it says a little but means a lot. See you in the next video and have a wonderful day. This is Berniong signing out.
Yaan ki ilig ula a ki in.